When Meghan Markle married into the British royal family, she was hailed as a symbol of modern progress, a biracial American actress breaking centuries-old barriers. For a brief moment, it looked like the monarchy was on the verge of a cultural evolution. But behind the glittering surface of royal weddings, global headlines, and glowing PR, an entirely different story was unfolding, one marked by turmoil, staff turnover, and a growing cloud of controversy that continues to follow the Duchess of Sussex. Now, years after Meghan and Harry's dramatic exit from royal life, former royal aides are beginning to speak out. Their accounts, once muffled by palace protocol and fear of backlash, are emerging as explosive revelations that paint a troubling picture of Meghan's time as a working royal. From screaming fits over curtain fabrics to alleged threats of resignation unless her dog could attend official meetings, the stories offer a glimpse into what some insiders call the Markle mayhem behind palace doors. Several former staffers have described working for Meghan as an emotionally draining experience, with one aide reportedly reduced to tears on a regular basis. The Duchess is said to have imposed unrealistic demands, frequently overstepping her role and ignoring traditional boundaries. According to sources, it wasn't uncommon for emails to be sent at 5 a.m., often with curt or accusatory tones. While Meghan's defenders say this was simply the work ethic of a modern professional woman unaccustomed to royal formalities, others see it as a symptom of her disregard for the team supporting her. One particularly bizarre claim centers on Meghan's beloved beagle, Guy. Rumors persist that she demanded the dog be allowed to sit in on royal meetings, requests that were met with disbelief by staff, who reportedly had to scramble to accommodate her whims. While such anecdotes may sound humorous, insiders insist they were indicative of a larger problem: Meghan's insistence on bending centuries of tradition to suit her personal comfort. The curtain fabric incident has also become a symbol of her supposed diva behavior. During preparations for her new home at Frogmore Cottage, Meghan allegedly threw a fit over the materials chosen for window treatments, insisting on last-minute changes despite logistical challenges and budgetary constraints. These outbursts, coupled with her reported clashes with Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress fitting before the royal wedding, helped fuel a growing rift between Meghan and her sister-in-law, the Princess of Wales, further widening the gap between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. Despite Buckingham Palace's long-standing never complain, never explain approach, the allegations grew so serious that an internal investigation into bullying was launched after several staff members came forward. The findings of that inquiry, however, were never made public. The palace cited confidentiality and a desire to protect the individuals involved, but critics argue the suppression of the report only adds to the perception that Meghan's behavior may have been worse than initially reported. Outside the palace walls, Meghan has continued to craft a narrative of victimhood, often positioning herself as a misunderstood outsider targeted by a hostile British press and a cold royal institution. Her defenders argue that she faced racism, misogyny, and a rigid system that was never designed to accommodate someone like her. And while some of these criticisms hold merit, particularly with regard to press coverage, others find it difficult to reconcile the Duchess's frequent complaints with her privileged platform. After stepping down from royal duties in 2020, Meghan and Prince Harry quickly embraced a media strategy that critics say prioritizes exposure over integrity. Their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey painted the royal family as heartless and racially insensitive. Their Netflix docuseries further expanded on their grievances, turning private family conflicts into public spectacles. These actions have led many to question whether Meghan's real issue was the palace's rigidity or its refusal to let her run the show. In Meghan's version of events, she was stifled, silenced, and unsupported. Yet those who worked closely with her paint a vastly different portrait, not of a helpless victim, but of a woman who entered the institution determined to change it to fit her ideals, regardless of who she trampled in the process. While there's no denying that being a royal comes with immense scrutiny and pressure, many of Meghan's predecessors endured the same trials without igniting comparable levels of chaos. Even Prince Harry's relationship with his own family has deteriorated since Meghan's arrival. Once inseparable from his brother William, Harry now lives oceans away, estranged and seemingly resentful. Critics argue that Meghan encouraged the rift, feeding Harry's grievances while distancing him from the only people who truly understood the weight of royal life. Her influence, they say, didn't just fracture the family, it detonated it. Despite their claims of wanting a quieter, more private life, the Sussexes continue to seek the spotlight, inking lucrative deals with Netflix, Spotify, and major publishers. These ventures have only amplified criticism that Meghan's entry into royal life was less about service and more about self-promotion. Her defenders call her ambitious. Her critics call her calculating. As more former staff members step forward, the image of Meghan as a victim grows increasingly hard to sustain. While the Duchess of Sussex may have had noble intentions or even genuine frustrations, the mounting reports of behind-the-scenes dysfunction suggest a more complicated reality, one where ambition, entitlement, and a Hollywood sense of self-importance clashed fatally with the demands of royal duty.